Hello everybody, my name is Sahana for those of you who are new and watching me for the first time. Today I'm showing you how to make yummy Methi Coconut Pulao. So I've taken one bunch of methi and chopped off the end stalks, which are very thick and firm and fibrous. I've chopped them off, and remaining leaves I'm washing in a clean sink, filled it with water and just put the leaves in so that all the mud washes away. Any leaves that are yellow and pale looking or just not clean, I just throw them away and then clean the rest of the leaves. And for rice, I'm taking 2 cups of Sona Masuri rice. You can use basmati or any other rice variety that you are used to. And I'm just measuring it here and cleaning it, and I'll be soaking it in water and keeping. So that's the first step before we begin the rest of the work. So here is all the methi that I've cleaned and all the leaves that I've discarded that are not good leaves. And I've also slit 1 medium onion. I have cut it lengthwise, and here I have taken 4 to 5 cloves of garlic and 1-inch piece ginger, 3 to 4 green chilies. So all of that, the ginger, garlic and green chilies, I'm going to grind it up in this mortar and pestle, pound it. And if you don't have a mortar and pestle, you can just blend it in a mixer, in a blender, and that works too. But I just like the flavor that it gives when I pound it in here. And it's not fully blended into a mush, but it remains coarse, so I like that texture. And for spices, I have taken here 1 big black cardamom, 1-inch piece of cinnamon, 2 small petals of star anise here, and then this is black stone flower, 2 cloves, mace, bay leaves, 2 green cardamom there, and some peppercorns, 5 to 6 peppercorns, and also some fennel that I'll be using here, maybe 1 teaspoon. Here in a pot I have put some ghee, or you can use butter or just oil. I have used about 2 to 3 tablespoons of ghee. To it I'm adding all the spices, and you can see that they are sizzling. So stone flower is very hard to find. I couldn't find it here in my city. My sister actually sent it from the US for me. Mace too. So those are optional spices. Just use the ones that you can find easily, and that will work. It won't change the taste majorly. It won't alter it. So don't bother about that. And just fry these spices in the oil, hot oil or ghee. Let them sizzle and release the flavor, and you'll get a very nice aroma. And then we add in the onions, the slit onions. This is red onion, and you can use white, yellow, or just shallots, anything. And we saute it till it cooks well, and this needs to become really nice and golden brown. So let that cook for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then we can add in the pounded ginger, garlic and green chili mixture. And you can see here how the onions have become translucent and they've cooked well. So all of this together has to cook really well, because the ginger and garlic have to release all their flavor, and the raw smell has to go away. So cook it till the raw smell disappears and it's nicely fried and everything is golden brown. You can see here how well everything is cooked through. The onions are turning golden brown, the ginger and garlic is cooked. At this stage we add in tomato. So I have chopped up 1 big tomato. So just dice that up into big pieces and then you can add it. To this, I'm adding a teaspoon of turmeric powder, a teaspoon of red chili powder, a teaspoon of coriander powder. This is a teaspoon of cumin powder. And a teaspoon of garam masala powder. So those are all the spice powders, and I'm adding a little bit of brown sugar here, a pinch. So if you've been following me for some time, you know this is a big tip that I use in my cooking. Whenever there is many different flavors in a dish, like there's spice, there's salt, or there's sour, I always add a pinch of sugar because that just blends it all well. So this here, I'm adding all the chopped up methi leaves or fenugreek leaves. Methi is so rich in nutrients. It is so good for health, for young and old. All of the benefits are just numerous. It's very nutritious, but it does have a bitter taste to it. So when you take a leaf and you put it in your mouth and chew it, you will get a bitter taste. But once it's cooked through, it has a very mild bitterness and you can't really tell. It blends really well with the other tastes. So the methi leaves don't take very long to cook. Adding some salt here. I've added 2 teaspoons of salt. To this, I'm adding some frozen green peas. So 1 cup of frozen green peas. This is one of our main ingredients is coconut milk. So here I'm adding 1 cup of coconut milk. Mix it all well. So 1 cup of coconut milk and 3 cups of water. Now I'm adding in the soaked rice to this. So we have added 2 cups of rice and so 4 cups of liquid to the rice. That is the proportion. It's 1:2. So if it's 1 cup of rice, you put 2 cups of water. So here we have added 1 cup of coconut milk and 3 cups of water. Stir it up and have a taste to check for salt. And if you feel you need more salt, then add it according to your taste. So here I've added 2 more teaspoons of salt. And then you close the lid and just set the timer and let it sit for 10 minutes. So now the timer is off, 10 minutes is over, and I'm going to open the lid. And you can see that the rice is cooked 3/4 and there is still some water left. It's bubbling away. And because we're not cooking in a pressure cooker and we're cooking in a regular pot, timing is very crucial. Keeping an eye on it is very crucial because you don't have count of whistles or releasing the pressure, those kind of things. That's why it's important to keep an eye on it, and that's why I'm giving you the time frame. So after this, when it's cooked 3/4, you just keep the flame low, completely on low, and then there is this option here in the lid to close off the steam. So I have closed the steam in the lid. If I push this button here to the other side, then the steam escapes. If I see now, you can see that the steam is escaping. If I push it this way, the steam is shut, the hole there is shut, and so not much of the steam is escaping. And then let it cook for another 5 minutes. So after that 5-minute timer goes off, I just switch off the stove and I don't open the lid, so the rice still gets some more time to cook in that steam which is inside, but it won't burn because the flame is off. And now it's all done. I've opened 10 minutes later and look at this yummy yummy Methi Coconut Pulao. It just looks yummy-licious. The rice grains are fully cooked through, but it's not mushy. It is all separate. The grains are separate, but it's so yummy. The taste was simply superb. The aroma was great. It was the perfect blend of a bitter note from the methi leaves, but the sweetness from the coconut milk, the spices, and the salt, all together, it was just superb. And we had this with yummy papad and a boiled egg to go along with it, and it was the perfect lunch. You can make raita, and that's it. Do try this out and let me know in the comments how it turned out. I'd love to hear from you all, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Please like this video, share, and subscribe to House Heart Home. Thank you guys.